Alright, I am back today to play some Magic. I am sleep deprived, I am tired, I'm ready to play against Heliod, which I think is just a matter of time before it happens. Let's look at a couple of results first before jumping into leagues. I'm planning on playing 2 leagues today, but we'll see if it doesn't get too late for me, because I do have to get up early tomorrow. I do hope I can get 2 in, because I didn't stream on Monday. But let's look at some. Let's look at some of the results. So we had 2 challenges this weekend. First challenge was won by. So now we're back to that place in the meta where people are kind of over preparing for burn. We see a main force timely reinforcements, which is just bonkers to me. This card isn't that great already against Prowess or Shadow, because both decks can easily go through the life gain, and both decks can honestly just take care of the tokens. So I don't think it's a good card to be running, but yet people love playing it. Rest of the deck seems mostly standard from the old blue-white control. We see a Vendilion Click. Oh, this art's amazing. We see a Vendilion Click here, which, you know, it's a decent card, especially if Stoneforge Mystic is kind of coming back. This is good. And then Oust 2. And Oust is a decent spell, I'd say, like a 4th path. I'd still play Winds of Abandon, but Oust is a decent 5th path. And then the side, you know, your regular things. I think this side's pretty straightforward. Again, timely isn't great. I honestly think that Auriok is better here. It's a bit steep on the mana, but come on, Control used to play 4 colors. So, then what else? Heliod was the big winner this weekend, because on Sunday, first and second place went to Heliod. But here it is, the deck is upping its Auriok champion count, which is a big problem for us. And the deck also kind of stumbles upon Infinite Life somewhat easily, which is also a problem for us, obviously. I don't think there's much we can do apart from trying to race. I don't think that there's a single card that solves this matchup. Especially because now they can play Skyclave Apparition, which just blows away any good card we might have had, like in weird tech like Reign of Gore, but Skyclave Apparition was printed, so then we have Burn. It's because of people like this placing that shit like this exists as it exists right now. But all the kudos to this person, especially playing Core Firewalker, which I don't think it's great right now. Like every red deck apart, heck, even Burn has Path, so every red deck really has answers to Core. Like if this card isn't just a slam dunk win, it starts looking a bit worse. Just because of the blowout potential. There's nothing more that I hate than getting my silver bullets blown away. If they're supposed to be silver bullets, they're supposed to win the matchup on the spot. The build itself is fine. Typical land configuration. I dislike the 5th Canopy land just because you never want 2 in your opener, right? Like, opening the game with 2 Canopy lands is quite tough, hence why I'm not playing this one. And then the typical split of spells. And this, I don't love this sideboard. I'd call it pretty standard, you know, with Path, Smash Smithereens, then a split of Rest in Peace and Vortex, One palm is pretty standard, even though I personally think if you're playing palm, you should play 3, just because if you're playing palm, it's because you want to find it. Like playing singles in burn isn't a good idea in my opinion. The deck has 0 draw capabilities, and no, canopies don't count. So you kind of want to play the consistent plan instead of the lucky plan, I'd say. Some prowess. Another burn. Yeah, burn. I can't lie that burn's been doing pretty well. I'd also blame that on just people just trying weird things. I mean, come on. As for Living End, made top 8. So it's just people trying new things, weird things, and then burn with its consistency just goes over the top. And we have Mill still not playing any anti-hate, which is fine right now because people just aren't preparing for Mill. But this top 8 seems a bit red skewed, right? We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. So half the spots going to red aggro. I can see why people are main decking Timely Reinforcements. Hey Pride, because like in what decks do you want to side in bridge? That's the big question. Because every deck you'd want to side in bridge has answers to bridge. And I mentioned this a bit earlier today, but if you're playing silver bullets, those silver bullets really need to hit them where it hurts. So it needs to be an undeniable win. You just need to slam that silver bullet and win on the spot. And Bridge doesn't do that. Like Shadow has K command to blow it up. What else? Eldrazi Tron has a sideboard tailored to beat shit like that. What else? I just feel like every deck you'd want bridge in just has things to deal with it. But I don't know. Maybe like I'm not Eldrazi. Yeah, I don't think that it's good against Eldrazi. Like, what's Eldrazi playing right now? Because when Eldrazi had... Oh, I know why it's not good against Eldrazi. Because they play Ballista. And Ballista beats you. Do they have anything to blow it up? Actually, no. But Ballista is enough to beat you. Like, if you're playing Bridge, you're playing a slow game, and Ballista beats you. What else? Against Prowess, it's highly likely that they're bringing their Abrades in. So, like, you can't even catch them off guard in game 2. Like, they're probably running Abrade to keep the board clear. And what else? Humans and other tribal, basically. With... It's Skyclave Apparition, man. Skyclave Apparition made Bridge worse, basically. Like, this is a universal answer that gets Bridge. So, any tribal is off limits too. So, yeah, sure, the card can sometimes go the extra distance and win you games. But, as I said, a silver bullet's supposed to be a slam dunk. And at 3 mana, it just needs to win you the game on the spot. And Bridge doesn't do that, at least anymore. And what else did we have? Oh yeah, people still trying to break Valky with Bring to Light. But like, these types of mana base are just unplayable. The reason that this worked in in the Uro age was because Uro gained life. So like the first Uro cast negated your mana base pain, then the second Uro made your mana base irrelevant, and then if you manage to escape Uro, then congrats, you kind of win that game. A lot of Browse, a lot of Shadow, Dredge. I'm not gonna go through every deck here because there are just too many. But the top 8 seemed healthy there. Then we have the Sunday challenge, which was top 2'd by Heliod. Both? No, one of them running 4 Auriok, the other one running 3. It's still pretty darn annoying. Hence why I'm a bit scared today. Like, they're even running extra hate in the side. Like this can be a pain to deal with. Alright, but maybe consistency is enough to beat this deck, because the problem with this deck is honestly that it's just not too consistent. We have Shadow Prowess. We have Escape Shift. Yeah, this deck, like, people are trying to make it come back, but Aethergust exists, so I think that Escape Shift's a bit nerfed ever since that. But who knows? And then we have, yeah, because Dryad's a really good card with Valakut. I can't discard that. Then some Dredge. This also scares me quite a bit. However, they have dropped the Leylines, so that's cool. Hammer Time. I'm a bit scared of Hammer Time without running Palm, especially because of Champion, but still think this matchup isn't that unfavorable because we do play tons of removal. Then Spirits. This matchup's bad as balls, but maybe with Hushbringer we can go the extra mile. Then some more common deck lists, Tron, and shit like that. I don't want to waste too much time going through all of these. Is there a burn here? There's probably a burn here. Oh, here's a burn. Everything pretty standard. Still running core, which I think is wrong. Oh, the sideboards are becoming like super stock. Flame Slash seems awful in burn. Seriously awful. Like, what are you killing with? Why? Oh, I am. You'll need to tell me why regarding what. I've been talking a bit fast about things. Yeah, I did say a lot of things that can be questioned. If it's about this burn sideboard being stock and why I don't like it, because I think that singles are bad. Like Blaze and Skullcrack aren't singles because they complement the. Yeah, I plan to update the sideboard guide over time, including those like more niche cards. Why is core bad? Because it's a card for the mirror, and the mirror isn't played on the core axis. The mirror is played on the. It's hard to explain how you beat the mirror, but weirdly enough, like, you're already bringing path in because removal is so valuable in the mirror that core isn't a card that just blows the mirror apart. And then it's weak against every other red deck. Like, blue red has birds, so core doesn't do as much. Shadow has push, and even Obosh has answers to core in their side that they do bring in. So Just don't think it's impactful enough. I'm much rather play bullets against decks that I actually lose to and have unfavorable matchups, rather than increasing my win percentage against mirrors just slightly. And slamming core on turn 2 isn't a win against burn, as weird as that sounds. Like, we have answers to core, and we can play an aggressive game that beats core. So I don't love core right now. Maybe ever. Like, apart from, of course, if locally you have tons of burn, like if in your local game store you play burn like 2 times per tournament, yeah, then maybe play core. Like, local metas are always easier to tech against, but like the whole scope of things, burn is represented here as 4.5, and that's inflated because we just had some bannings. Like, I'm not gonna waste sideboard slots to maybe beat 3% of the meta. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. That's just not optimal. Then we had some prelims. I want to do this meta review on Mondays, but since then we've had some prelims, which had some pretty interesting results. This is from 2 days ago. We had Jeskai Ascendancy winning something, that was cool. And then Stoneblade, some Tron. And then what else do we have? We have Shadow. Oh, I like this. This is Jun Shadow. Jun Shadow. Oh, I like this. I really like this. I think that Shadow deck should always play Scourge. Scourge is such a good card. Sure, it can be a little bit awkward to enable, but the card's so good. What else? And we have some burn here. Again, the sideboard slots, pretty typical. And some control, some Tron. Wow, this was a really big prelim. And then today, or yesterday's prelim, we had Slivers winning. This guy used to play burn, but he swapped out the Slivers, and when he comes up, he's always crushing it with some interesting lists. Then some taxes, like this. This was a pretty small one, I think. 7 decks. Not too big, but it was something. Alright. So, because like I said, I wanted to look at the meta, but the meta is still not formed, so I don't think these numbers are correct. I think that if you are playing Magic, you shouldn't really consult this Searing Blood. Maybe? I'm not sure. I need to complete that. I really need to complete that. Maybe I'll work a bit more on it on Friday, before the actual league. Yeah, I'll work on it live on Friday a bit more. I think that's a good idea. Searing Blood's a good card in the current meta, probably. I'm not playing any, but maybe I should. I think Path is pretty necessary because Oriok and, of course, Core sees play, even if I don't think it's good. I need to be prepared for it. Just big creatures overall. Then Surgical, I prefer it over Rest in Peace because I genuinely think this is better against Dredge. And Oops All Spells, this is also better against, and don't really care about any other graveyard decks. I just need to be prepared for the ones that do play with their graveyard, because I cannot beat them. Then Smash is your standard artifact hate card. Don't see a reason to play the enchantment hate right now. You don't see a lot of Leylines, you don't see a lot of Dryads, so that's that. Vortex seems somewhat important right now, because there's tons of life gain and Vortex does do a good job. It's a bit steep. Cost-wise, it is. This is not a budget option. But application-wise, I really like it. I think it's more focused on what it needs to do. So you can't really bring this in against Goif decks or against your run-of-the-mill decks that slightly use the graveyard. But I think that you can beat those on your aggressive axis. It's really that Dredge and Oops all spells are absolutely unbeatable if you don't play Surgical or some graveyard hate. And if I'm gunning for those with my graveyard hate, like, why not aim for the head, right? Like, if you Surgical chill, your chances of winning are just yeah, like, Rest in Peace is still good instead of Surgical. I'm also a fan of Tormod's Crypt because it's free. My issue with Rest in Peace is that sometimes you play it and the opponent blows it up, so it can be very tempo negative. But Rest in Peace is a decent card to play here. I'd play Rest in Peace probably. So either Rest in Peace or Tormod's Crypt. Tormod's Crypt has the advantage of being not only 0 mana, but like quite cheap in paper, so that's pretty cool. Like, Rest in Peace has been more expensive, but I don't think it's bulk, so can be a bit annoying to get them. And I'm also playing Hushbringer because I like Hushbringer. I think it deals with a lot of stuff that we can't deal with as a deck. So this is the list. It's my go-to list right now. I've played it for a couple of leagues now. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go into it, right? To be careful to select the correct deck here. It's the classic burn 3/3/3. All right. Is Cleansing Wildfire even useful? Cleansing Wildfire is it's definitely a maybe board card. Like, I'd put it in that special place where I put every card that I might consider playing. Like, right now, probably not, because Wildfire is great if there's specific lands that you need to hate. And Tron. So it's the best card against Tron because it specifically always comes online before Tron, which is great. But if there isn't like a really annoying land that you want to kill, like, let's say Field of the Dead, then I don't think that you want to be playing Cleansing Wildfire. This hand's really good. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. There's an argument to suspend Riftbolt here to kill any ramp they play. But me being on the play with this hand, I kind of want to be the aggressor. So best draw here is definitely Searing Blaze. He plays Elf, Birds, same shit. And I play Searing Blaze. Another land. Okay, this is a bit awkward. I don't want to suspend the Riftbolt here. I don't want to suspend the Riftbolt here. Thinking if I want to play with Skullcrack open. This could be a lot of things. This is a lot of mana next turn. This 4 mana. Could be a collected company even. I think I need to suspend this Riftbolt. I'm doing it like this because my opponent, if my opponent puts me on being mana screwed, he might block to save him some life while he comes back into the game. I think the correct play was actually to suspend that Riftbolt turn 1. I lose 1 point of damage, but I delay my opponent by like 2 turns. So that, yeah. I think I bunted there. Should have followed my instinct. I rationalized that I was being too cautious, but against ramp, you should be too cautious. Yeah, turn 2 collected company is rough. What the hell? Kinda need to kill Kinnan, right? I think I do need to kill Kinnan. I think this Eidolon here is pretty good. This is cool. If this Eidolon can go the extra mile, yeah, this is pretty cool. Another, ooh. Wait, what the hell's happening here? Oh, it's giving them haste. Okay, that's cute. My opponent does need to be careful about the Eidolon. He paid a life? Is this just another collected company? Evolution. Wait, does this get exiled? Ooh, does that actually get exiled on resolution? I'm assuming it's a collected company as in hand. Oh, he has infinite mana now, right? Because this gives 3. And he pays 2 to untap. Is that it? This is a 5. Okay, so we can pump up the whole team and attack for infinite. Not taking that line. Interesting. Like there's the wait, he doesn't play those. Huh, weird. I should surrender, but my opponent needs to show me that he knows that the way he wins this is with Leyline. If he activates Leyline once, I'll concede, but okay. Like I could try and burn some time there, but this bolt would have been great. Okay, so I want path. What else do I want? I think it's just path for a couple of Boros Charm, actually. I don't even know what to call this. Some combo. I hate these types of matchup. Or like, just don't know what your opponent's doing. This hand is good. Hopefully it doesn't have the white Leyline. Yes. Fancy Swifty and Boros Charm. Like the Swiftspear, just too pretty for me not to have some. The Boros Charm, I'm testing out to see if I like them. I think that I like them, but testing them out. Like they're pretty cheap on Magic Online, so why not? They still were when I got them. Not sure. This is good for me. I get to slam Eidolon now. So it's definitely the line earlier. Get to slam this Eidolon. And this Eidolon does some work. Sure. Hopefully Lava Spike is not great. I kind of need to kill that. I don't want to ramp him right now. I don't think. I think that ramping him here would be a poor play. He probably has some collected company. And if next turn I get to ideally land Swiftspear, Spike, attack, I'd be happy. This feels pretty good. But am I spiking here? I spike, yeah, because if I spike, it's kind of forced to block, right? If he doesn't block. Yeah, so now I know he has something up his sleeve. Do I want to path that? Do I want to path that? Say no, the extra mana doesn't bother me. Like I need to shoot something specific. The way I win this is by shooting something specific on his part. He's either playing a collected company here, hoping to hit something good. Interesting. Because he has Unsettled Mariner. This feels unlosable here. This is a collected company. Okay. Weird line from my opponent. So yeah, Eidolon does tons of work. I'm still playing Skullcrack because I think it's a good idea to take him out. Yeah, I like the side here. Again, Eidolon. Oh, but no turn one removal for the. I think I gotta keep. I'm not happy about it. This might be hard to. Oh, Jesus. No turn one dark is amazing for me. No turn one dark. Hey, how's it going? Up against Leyline deck. Just Leyline of Abundance, but it does the job. Okay, so we have a removal for a potential dork here, but it's gonna feel real bad if I have to do that. I can't not remove that. I'm attacking first in case my opponent values his life total. Okay. I think I play the Eidolon, right? He has Eldritch Evolution and he's playing Dredgescapes, is drawing this. I mean, I guess he can play this and evolve it into something annoying. I don't think I can wait here. They say you always bolt the bird, so when the bird is 3 birds, I don't think that's negotiable. This is basically irrelevant. I have perfect information. Attacking here. He probably trades. No land would be great. Oh, shit. Okay, that's irrelevant. Ooh. That should be irrelevant. Now we play Eidolon. is turning into quite the interesting game. Taking 4 there. And a 6 here, plus 2 should be lethal. If my math is correct, this is lethal. Plays Cavern. Names Human. Plays Kinnan. Oh, we can't even play both. Oh, that's a thing. Ooh. Ah, I kind of missed that line. I mean, does it? I think my opponent got me. He has infinite mana now. Wait, no, this doesn't have haste. Oh. This one does. Yeah, he has infinite mana now. Oh, so close. One more turn. Yeah, it's definitely too janky, and like, let's be real. I have my non-removal spells in hand, which is a bit awkward. So he can attack with these two for infinite, right? Yeah, okay. That's a loss. That's a weird loss. Oh, I need removal. Yeah, but shit like this is why I actually like playing Seal of Fire. Because having turn 1 removal is very important. I think, well, I could have played it differently game 1, sure. But it's definitely a plus to have some more turn 1 removal. But it happens, especially against combo. We are soft to combo. I think that's pretty reasonable to say, because our disruption is removal, so like his combo worked through removal, so it's hard to make work. We're going first again. This hand's too bad. This hand's too good. Okay, so we keep the 2 lands. We keep the 2 Swiftspears. We keep Lava Spike, I feel. Now our turn 2. I actually think I'm supposed to bottom Lava Spike, as weird as that sounds. Maybe not. Maybe the Rift Bolt. I'm fine with drawing a Rift Bolt here. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Let's see what we're up against. Let's see what we're up against. Heliod would be a pain. This is Shadow. This could be a bolt. Do I play chicken here? Nah, if he kills one, I end up with the same amount of damage. So don't think it's reasonable to play chicken here. What is that? Corrected him in himself to do the bobble trick. Is it Lur's Jund? Yeah, no removal. It was nice there. No removal. Yeah, the new Swifties look great. I also have the new Boros Charm. It is Lur's Jund, I can assume. If I bolt attack, he has to block. That doesn't do much. This kinda sucks. But I mean, he's at 10 already. That's a lot of damage. I don't think I want to be too cute here. And I'm not even trading Swiftspears with the... Oh, I am because I didn't have instant. Whatever, I think it's worth to attack here. I blow up a land of his. Right, that's pretty decent. Like, my Swiftspear turned into a Fulminator Mage. That's pretty cool. I'm a bit sad that these aren't full art in Magic Online. It's like, they have the text in there. How he also can... I'm stuck on one land. Love to see it. I love this line of leaving my opponent without any lands. Up. So we had no removal. Okay, so any of these kind of wins me the game. Oh, maybe cracking that was actually a bit risky because these draws are now useless. So it is Lur's Jund. So I need Path for sure. And I'm a sucker for Vortex. I'm on the draw against the Collective Brutality deck. Yeah, bolts turning into stone rain's always cool. I'm tempted to take out Eidolon, but Searing Blaze seems kind of worse. Okay, trimming on Eidolon. If I trim on Eidolon... I want to trim on Eidolon. Eidolon does make Bobble look silly. I never know what to cut against Jund. I'm assuming this is a Jund-like Lures deck, with Lures in the main. What should I cut? I don't think I want to cut any of my creatures or 1-drops. Like, sure, they die to removal, but they're still aggressive, and if I'm not cutting my 1-drops, cutting Eidolon's a bit sketchier. Boros Charm's a nice reach against their discard. Helix is relevant because this can be a bit of a race, especially with Vortex. I think I'm cutting Skullcrack because I can't realistically hold Skullcrack against a discard deck, and then it's just a bad Lightning Strike. or a really expensive lava spike. Yeah, this hand's nuts. Bobble. Bobble. Okay, so not in any rush to get Vortex out. Well, he has land already, so I think cracking here is fine. Playing the Swifty, if he does have the removal, we take the L. I don't think that holding Swiftspear is gonna do much good here. Doesn't have the removal. What hands is my opponent keeping? Not forget this also makes future. Didn't even crack in the. I'm a bit appalled at my opponent's sequencing here. It's a bit awkward. This is why I don't like Bobble. Like, sure, if you're playing Lurus in a Goif deck, you kind of want Bobble. But my opponent basically kept 5 known plus 2 unknowns. How is that ever good? Okay. So with double Helix, I think I just slam this down and start slowly getting there. If he plays Goif here, it gets a bit rough, but oh, it's Jund Shadow? Fetching Shadow? Playing Shadow? Oh, this took a turn. This took a turn. So I have lethal on untap. Oh, I had no idea this was Shadow. I guess it does make some sense. Okay, so unless he has some form of life gain, I'm good to go. Yes, this is awkward, but I don't care. I have lethal. So I take 5. I shoot you. Playing this to activate Vortex in case I need to. And now he's locked, because if he cracks this, he still dies to this. Okay. Well, that went by pretty fast. So Shadow isn't typically a hard matchup. Gets harder when your opponent knows how to play around your stuff, but that opponent just... this is the type of hands that I hate. I have 13 damage on the draw with a canopy, so it's kind of good, but also no sustained damage is kind of bad. I think I keep... He did have removal, he just played it very awkwardly. Oh, it's the mirror. I kind of don't like that. Not a fan of playing the mirror all that much. It gets a bit annoying. And we're drawing a bit too many lands. There's an argument to wait here, because my opponent plays like a creature now. But I think if my opponent had creatures, he would have played them before the Eidolon. This could be a Helix. This could be a Helix. Could definitely be a removal. It is getting me 3 life. I'm... I think I like holding Swiftspear here. This feels like a Helix. Feels like a Helix. Or a Boros Charm. It is a Charm. See, I like this heart, this heart a lot, but I also like kind of this one's kind of growing on me. The baby's creepier than I first thought. Okay. So am I gonna get Helix now? No! Oh fuck! My mouse double clicked. Oh shit. Didn't want to bolt here. My mouse double clicked there. Oh, this is good. The double creature here means he needs a very good hand there. That could be a problem. Could be a problem. Assuming he has Helix in hand. It's a bolt. Interesting. Disconnect. I think I'm cracking this canopy. So he has land guide, is what I'm assuming. It's not enough. Actually can't swing with Swiftspear here. Oh, my opponent a spicy one. My opponent's very spicy. If he has the lethal, I can play around it. At least not right now. Any spell is lethal. Yes. Ooh, that's not lethal. Yeah, I need to swing here. He, of course, blocks. Okay. I cannot suspend Riftbolt here. If I suspend Riftbolt and he top decks Eidolon, he plays the Eidolon, he beats me. So I need to... hardcast the Riftbolt. If he top decks anything, he wins, basically. He has it. Okay. Ah, just enough. Just enough. Oh, so he was holding... He had one of these in hand. See why it's awkward. He had one of these in hand. That's just awkward. Where could I have I held on to this game? Maybe if I didn't misplay my lands. That Boros Charm yeah, I think that actually cost me the game. Definitely need path. What am I cutting? What am I cutting? What am I cutting? So I'm always tempted to cut my non-removal cards. It's because the matchup's done on the removal axis. Not gonna lie, I like playing Hushbringer here, not because its effect does anything, but it's a must kill from them, which kind of gains me some life while attacking. I think it's better than these, like, honestly. You need to kill it on sight or else it starts gaining some value. It's like a worse score in this matchup. This is very keepable. Don't like that I probably have to shock myself. I'm honestly gonna shock myself here. Well, I guess I can afford to not shock myself here in case I draw a white source. is removing this. Oh, that's very bold. That's very bold. I need to fetch the white here. Attack. Hopefully my opponent has core here, and I can kill it with Skullcrack. That would be the best case scenario. If he fetch shocks, he's not in a great position. Definitely playing core here. So path would be a great draw here. Or Rift Bolt's pretty good too. If he blocks, we follow the block. It sucks that he's now out of range, but it's fine. He still has a Swiftspear to deal with. Does he crack that? So I'd need to be like bolted into untap bolt. Still that quadruple bolt. Helix is nice too. The way he tapped his mana makes me believe he doesn't have the second Helix. So, yeah. I was looking at prices and holy heck, foil extended art Hushbringer is super expensive. Shit's nuts. It's like the card is basically bulk. And then so this went pretty well. See how core Firewalkers not I win button? Like it's very dealable with. Like it's not trivial to get double white with our mana base. Yeah, me too. I don't have Hushbringer, like the version I want basically. But I'm not gonna drop that much money on a maybe word card. Yeah, that's basically it. It's too expensive. Ooh, this hand very aggressive, very aggressive. It doesn't beat core. How did my opponent go? My opponent is mulling, meaning he probably is probably going for a core. The fuck's a Faber Welder? What is a Faber Welder? Okay, it's a tree folk. Thank you very much for the follow, Miakles. Appreciate the support. Why is it so much more expensive? What the hell? Why is this so expensive? I'm mulling this. This is the hand. This is the hand. And I'm actually bottoming. Bottoming Rift Bolt seems fine. Yeah, that's kind of nuts to be honest. If this is a shock, okay, no shock means no Oh, I think I had one. I think I opened one once. Ooh, this is good. This is very good. Hmm. I'm thinking if I play the Swiftspear, just it's not enough value. Yeah, I'd love Seal of Fire here. Yeah, I think I opened a Japanese alternate art Tybalt foil once, but I sold it off. Card's pretty, but why is a Springer just in the maybe board? Because okay. Oh, opponent. That's rude. Because like I genuinely can't say it's I don't know, like I've only seen myself play it. Who am I to call it essentially a deck staple if I'm the only one playing it, you know? Going down to 9 here sucks. Major balls. But I have to do it. Wow, this game took a turn. Jesus fuck. Guide into double bolt. Which was my hand. Oh fuck. Interesting. Very interesting. Is my math correct? This is 9. So he needs to. Ooh. He also has one. Okay. Still attacking. I still have him at 9. Like any spell is lethal for me. He needs to quote unquote draw well here. It is awkward, but if I top deck land, I can charm, attack Eidolon, and lock him out of the game. Ooh, this is also quite tasty. This is also quite tasty. Alright. So what is the plan? What is the plan? Assuming my opponent drew removal and is just waiting for me to go all in. So I cannot go all in. Do I let him do it? Do I let him draw this card? Probably not, right? Just blew up his white source. He played a bolt here already. Yay! This draw would have been useless, but cool. Yeah, no white means no helix. But if he kills this, it's still at 2, just still dangerous. Like lightning bolt, I don't think he would be. Well, maybe he would be cracking this if he had lightning bolt, just for an extra draw. Maybe draw the second bolt, I don't know. Like with one bolt used, I'm confident that he doesn't have the second one. Especially if he pathed my creature. I think you don't waste a path. Assuming that my opponent doesn't know that I'm playing not zero cores, so. So again, core isn't an auto win against burn. We saw that game too. Because first, burn runs natural answers, and two, actually casting core can be painful. Game 1, my opponent paid like 5 life to play core, and that's just bad if you get blown up. Right. Is this the... Oh, this hand... This hand is so dangerous. Like, triple Swiftspear is nuts. I'm gonna keep it, but... Damn. Painlands, Skewer, and it's Tron. And it's actual Tron. Oh, sweet summer child. I draw Helix, that's cool. The funny thing is, he can still kill me. If he goes natural Tron into Wormcoil, I still die. Ancient Stirrings. It's not awful. Alright. Guess he's just playing that for mana efficiency. Yeah. But in the blind, this hand was a bit dangerous. But like, my draws were near perfect. Helix to counteract the pain from the lands in Eidolon, and a 1-mana spell. Watch him play Tronland Wormcoil Go, and then I'll just cry. My opponent's like, bitch, I paid for this card, I'm gonna use it. Didn't have the info. Yeah, but oh yeah, you're exactly. Oh, this is just perfect. This is just perfect. Oh, I'm 1 short. Actually 1 short. This kind of sucks. How am I 1 short? Because none of this is a Goblin guide, right? Yeah, I think the keep is fine. When I say it's risky, doesn't mean that I would be inclined to not keep. Please no Thragtusk. I beat Thragtusk, but it's still annoying to see. On the draw against G-Tron. It's a lot of mana. I didn't have to cast Ulamog though. There's a single card that beats me here. That into Trinosphere. Oh, my heart. Guess I shouldn't play around. And lo and behold, if my opponent had actually, not in the main, but they do run it. They do run it in the side to fetch with Karn. So Eidolon is poop. Blaze is poop. Smash is great. How do I feel about this split? It's like I kind of don't want to find either, but if I find one of these, if I find one of these four, I'm fine. I think this is the side. But yeah, Tron runs Trinosphere in the side, and it's the most annoying bullshit. But people also love playing Burn and Prowess hating the main board, so you never know. Is this hand good enough? It is if I don't draw land. So I'm gonna draw land. By the way, Treeman, this is why I skipped my first turn the other day. I'm used to doing this when I'm on the draw. Skipping my turn. And it has happened before to skip it on the play. Which is kind of annoying. Especially when it probably cost me that last game. Opponent's mulling down to 5. Mulling down to 4. Ooh, that's gotta be rough. But he's playing Tron, right? I've seen Tron mulling down to 2 and still playing Tron on curve. Checks out. Alright, this Goblin guide's gonna clock in for... I mean... Not really. Like, the other day, I lost to turn 3 Karn into Trinosphere both times. Like, if I suspend this Riftbolt here for mana efficiency, and he goes Karn into Trinosphere, just lose. Seeing that Karn and knowing he has... I gotta do it here, I think. I need to be mana efficient. I have a feeling he has to downtick on Goblin Guide. So I can probably... Not sure if I want to double spell or crack the canopy. Probably not crack the canopy, because if he still has Karn to downtick on my other land. Oh, I guess this isn't Tron on turn 3, sure. I was drawing another land though. Okay, so Tron doing Tron things, which, you know, feels fair. Yeah, big mana has a downside. It's not all fun and games. Sometimes it's fun and non-games. So that happens. That definitely happens from time to time. What was the loss? What was the loss? The loss was against Kinnan Leyline Sliver combo. You heard it right. Ooh, this is Storm. It's a popular Storm player. We have the Eidolon, we keep it. Eidolon and Bolt is the perfect anti-storm. The perfect anti-storm hand. I'm tempted to learn how to play Storm because I kind of want to know how to play one of each archetype. Maybe except Control. Even then, I'd be open to play like a control deck with red, blue, red, or Jeskai. Guess I can main phase this like a noob. I mean, not that big. I do enjoy Control. I prefer Control with a little bit of punch to it, so... No. Not Prison. Prison is Control with extra steps. Is this a big bird? Nope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Storm. This guy's a pretty known Storm player. My side here is pretty... is already pretty decided. Skullcrack does nothing, Path removes things. As I was saying, I do like Control. I just like my Control with snaps and bolts. I don't think I'd ever play Control without Snapcaster and Bolt. Because that's just too good of a line. Four lands is a no-go. This is good, this is good. I assume my opponent kept a... Oh, this is gonna be awkward. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be super awkward. I don't want to bolt here. But playing this tapped basically tells my opponent that I for sure have Eidolon. My opponent, he did keep 7, but he probably has an Eidolon answer in hand. I don't want to play Eidolon on turn 2, probably. Fuck it, I think there's no way out of this. There's no way of playing suboptimally mana efficiency wise, but that's Storm on the draw, right? Like you can't let his creature do stuff. Perfect draw here would be creature. Okay, Shivan Reef. That's still a lightning bolt waiting to happen. Not playing the Eidolon. Not playing the Eidolon. I need to play around my opponent doing things and knowing how to play against me and not just keeping a hand that doesn't beat Eidolon. This is a pretty sweet combination. I'm assuming he has a lightning bolt. A braid. Okay. I'm assuming he still has a lightning bolt. Don't think he plays that Serum Visions if he's banking on. So with this path, I think I have to bolt here. A fetch land would be decent. This is also decent. Allows me to. This allows me to skewer next turn, which is relevant. Roll. Into anything is just bye bye. Now plays land and goes off. Oh, that would be insane. Oh, I actually don't mind drawing land here. Can I please draw land? For once? Oh, that's so crappy. It's actually so crappy. Well, I guess I have to play with spells up. Even though it was a big. He has a lot of cards. My opponent has a lot of cards. He seems to be flooding though. Oh, so am I. That's a gift. Okay. If this land came one turn earlier, I'd still have path up. And he'd be at 2. Oh, so good. Well, I think Ritual's always going to grave. With that mana, with those mana numbers up, I don't think it matters. Yeah. He has Ritual who wins, not Ritual, Pass in Flames. Okay, I'll concede to a Pass in Flames. Searing Blaze looked awkward there, but it's great with fetch lands. I think the sideboard's the same. Roiling Vortex could be cute. This hand's a mulligan. 5 lands is a lot. And also a mulligan. Jesus fuck. Oh. Fuck me. This might be a loss against Storm. Yeah, I can't keep 5 lands against Storm. Because my opponent kills my Eidolon, then I just look silly. Even though I had Canopy, so maybe that would have been correct. Like, playing Eidolon here sounds fine. Probably screwed though. It's a very aggressive Baral. I can wait. If I find Searing Blaze, I prefer doing that. No Searing Blaze, huh? The second hand had no 1-mana play. Fuck, now that's awkward. Oh, Jesus. Please, Searing Blaze. Well, remember when I said that 5 lands was a lot? Yep. I have to assume that my opponent beats me here. I don't believe I would have won with that first hand. I think the second one had... I think the second one had like double skewer and he has another ritual. Okay. That's how you lose Storm against Storm basically. By flooding out and just either by flooding out or by getting screwed. Actually, no, your opponent can outplay you. Your opponent can outplay you. So this league was pretty fast. I'm gonna go for a second one. Thinking if I want to change anything. No, I think my first loss was reasonable. I think my first loss was reasonable. Like I lost because I didn't respect the obvious bird that was incoming. So I deserved to lose that one. Can't be too upset. Let's go. League number 2. When I am on the play. Boys, you know what I'm gonna do with this hand, right? You know what I'm gonna do with this hand. It's way too playable. Holy shit. What the hell did I just witness? Chat, I'm scared. My hand's unplayable. My hand's... What the fuck did I do to deserve this? Double Leyline. Oh, it's Enduring Ideal. Okay, sure. It's Enduring Ideal. It's gotta be Enduring Ideal. Which is, for all purposes, unbeatable. Oh, no lands. Cool. Me neither, opponent. I get you. The worst land you could have drawn. By the way, Goblin Guide here is irrelevant. Like he's always gonna draw this land. Still can't make much mana. It's pretty irrelevant. Can we please? Like, it's pretty unrealistic to ever think I'm gonna win this, right? My opponent can... Okay, land, tap this for 5, play on life. Oh, he has Entreat the Angels. How cute. Can't pay for it, opponent. Can play in life now, though. It's just gonna casually gain 10 life. Yeah, maybe this was a sign. Maybe this was... What the fuck? Need a what? Patrician Scorn? What the fuck is that? I don't get why my opponent would give me targets for my lightning bolts, but whatever. Sorry, you mentioned. I bet people missing German fucking goldfish. Yeah, that's about right, Pride. People just open goldfish and they see Prowess and Burn are the top 2 decks. That must mean that... Oh, destroy all enchantments. Oh, that's super cute. Actually super cute. How is this a card? I can still attack. Fucking hell. If this came earlier, I would have won. That's how ridiculous this is. Yes, I need to pay 2. So, do I even want to play this game out? Do I even want to play this game out? I'm thinking. So my opponent's at 18. My opponent's at 18. Which is unusually high. If the second creature that came earlier, I'd have been super happy. That's actually, like, isn't it crazy to think that this deck's basically built to beat red, right? Not even, like, Prowess destroys this, right? How does Prowess not destroy this? Vortex. Hush. Now, Skewer Blaze. Revel. That's probably it, right? I'm off this game. I've accepted the loss. Absolutely accepted the loss. No, I'm just fucking off and looking at Scryfall. His hand's very anti-Leyline. I think my opponent's forced to keep Leylines. Yep. Double Boros Charm means that I can maybe deal some damage. Rune Halo's awful for me. I guess you can't do much against this type of decks. But like, genuinely, does this deck beat Prowess? Like, legitimate question, does this deck beat Prowess? Or is it just... This seems too soft to a lot of things. Like, I think a prison deck wants to be fast. This isn't fast. A prison deck wants to lock out every possibility. This doesn't. He didn't even play... Oh, he can't, sure. Land for double strike. Thank you. Oh, my Boros Charm is still gonna work, even if he plays the Runed Halo. Actually funny to see my opponent draw in 3 when he can't cast it. Oh, please play a Plains. Okay, just doesn't have anything. Ooh. I think this is the correct line, yeah. Spike me. Another Leyline, that's fine. Don't think he has a way out. Like, what the hell? I'm sorry. If this deck can't beat me just handedly, I guess he kept a bad hand for... I guess he did keep a bad hand because of Leyline. I'm gonna keep double Vortex as a win in my book. This hand's actually really good. Just need to draw the second land. It's fine. There's no hope for these people. Absolutely no hope for them. Learn Captain No Lander because he had a Leyline. Yeah, I kept a No Lander because of Leyline. Now, do I start stacking Vortex? Or do I play Hushbringer? Hushbringer hits for 1, same as Vortex. Unless he plays Ghostly Prison. I guess I play this, because if he has Ruined... He might have Ruined Halo. And if he names Vortex, I'm actually kind of screwed. Unlife's annoying. Unlife's pretty annoying. Yeah, if he has Ruined Halo, I think he... Oh, no. That's cool. Eidolon's also pretty good. I'm attacking first, because he might have Path. Strange that he wouldn't play it, but Another unlife. This probably means no third land to play that unlife. You guys come down on me when I keep one-landers that are... Where are these lands coming from? Another vortex, that's cool. He might still beat, that's the crazy thing, he might still beat me. Oh, is vortex here good? Let me do some math. Yes, he goes to 5. Oh, it's actually really good. It's exactly good. He goes to 5 here, meaning my next attack puts him in a dangerous range. What is this? 9 lives? Solemnity. So 9 lives is coming. Who? But then he can't lose, right? Oh no, he already can't lose. Oh, we can't lose now, right? Am I just screwed? Like, he can't lose now. Yeah. The vortex ends up killing me, sure. Ah, good times. Good times. My opponent keeps that garbage hand. Sure. I was not expecting to win that, to be honest. Yeah, I was not expecting to win that. Like, all the power to my opponent for playing what he likes. I just hope he's playing what he likes, and that he just didn't open Goldfish and like Googled or asked someone, hey, what beats red? And they were like, oh, you can play, and is cheap, I guess. And his friends go, oh, you should do Enduring Ideal, and then he just loses every other matchup. Because let's be real. And it's garbage. That's very good. What am I pitching away? I think on the blind, pitching away the fetch is the safest line. Simply because you never know if my life total will be in danger. Never love seeing Misty Rainforest. Misty Rainforest is the land. Ooh. Scratch that. Misty Rainforest is the land of Chandra? Probably taking turns. Probably taking turns. I assumed he had removal. An Eidolon would have been great. I'm shooting now. I don't think there's anything I want to remove. And he might play blue. Is this just Ponza? This is just Ponza, okay. So this is just Ponza. So why did my opponent keep... I'm not gonna question it. Not gonna question it. Yeah, there's an argument for playing that now. If the go white strategies are indeed dying. I do need a land here though. Double pillage is always annoying to face. Ah, here it is. Okay. I was looking for the fourth land to play that Chandra. Found a moon, which is fine. I do get cut off of Boros Charm. Like any one drop wins me the game here. It's not a one drop. I'm playing Searing Blaze. There's an argument not to drop that. Do I care? I actually care more now. Because now I need this to beat Skewer. Oh, perfect. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty terrible Ponza hand. Like, I just did my thing. Only attacked my lands. Like, I drew what? Sure, drawing the fifth land might have been lucky, but still. So if it spawns, I definitely want Vortex. And I kind of want Path. And I'm tempted to cut white spells that I'm not gonna, because this is pretty bad. So this cut seems better. I really hate... Even then, Jesus, Searing Blaze is not great in this matchup. Especially on the draw. I guess I have to keep... I guess I have to go in like this. My Ponza siding is still not decided, to be honest. This hand is not great. Kills a turn 1 elf. I guess this hand can work. Does not kill a turn 1 Utopia. Could be an issue. This also loses heart to a Clothis. Please no Clothis. Please no Clothis. God fucking damn it. Ugh, sure. Oh look, the land I probably need later. I'm not winning this if I'm not double spelling every turn, right? I need like him to play creature, me to find land so I can land Blaze Bolt, then... Okay. A bit late. Eidolon sounds a bit better now. Eidolon sounds a bit better now. Yeah, when it rains it definitely pours. Here's the thing, Clothis turn 2 is beatable. it's definitely beatable. Like there's a 3-turn stretch that if I draw decently enough, I can beat that Glottis. But not when it's curved into a Bailoff. Honestly, don't hate Hushbringer. Removing some white. Maybe not every Eidolon, because finding the second one's gonna feel real bad. Just don't like keeping a lot of white, so siding out some white seems decent. And unironically, Hushbringer does some work here. Strong hand. Perfect. Okay, so this hand looks really good. Takes care of elf, if he is keeping an elf. I kind of want the third land, so I'm not going to fetch turn 1. Oh, they're playing some white, which could be an issue. Does he have planes into path? He has to shock himself. Okay, that's at least decent. Okay, so what does his next turn look like? I think this is my turn to cast Vortex. Even though he can be playing Knight of Autism, this is fine. Last game 2 against Ponza. Ren 6 is the most useless piece of shit he could have played. This is gonna be awkward with Riftbolt. It's gonna be awkward with Riftbolt. This 5 damage is a lot in the race. I'm hoping I can not go for it. Best case scenario plays Cloth here would be awful. I mean, not really. Am I suspending this? I might actually be suspending this. I want to save this Searing Blaze. Fuck. This is a hard turn. I think the best line. Yeah, the cloth is a pain to deal with. I don't think I can cast this Riftbolt off of Suspend. You need to pay this. If he's dumb enough to cast Bloodbraid Elf into killing himself, I'm fine. Yep. Please, opponent, please. Well, what do you lose? I play land. I blaze this. He goes to 4. Yeah, I have lethal, right? I just have lethal, so I always win. But it's still funny. It's still funny when opponents don't read my cards. Which, you know, I have done. I have lost to not reading cards. My proudest dumb moment. Not that I'm proud of it, but it's a funny story. So, you know, as long as it's funny, I guess. Was me not. So I had an Eidolon, my opponent had a Geist of Saint, whatever the fuck he's called. And I kept attacking. Oh, bye. Thanks for hanging out, it's always nice. Thanks. I'll report back on how it went. I was saying, and I kept attacking with my Eidolon. And of course, the Geist wins that race any day. And at the end of the game, my opponent goes, I was surprised that you were attacking into me. Like, I would have just held Eidolon to block. And I looked at him and I say, oh no, but Geist has flying, right? And he goes like, no. How does a spirit that needs to attack to generate value not have flying? It was really... yeah, that happened. This hand's good. I get Suspend Riftbolt on 1. Into Eidolon on 2. Into Searing Blaze, into Skewer on 3. I'm on the play. This is relevant information. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see this color of land. Usually means life gain. Double Skewer might be awkward to cast. Also, this is quite the painful mana base to be playing this game against the Vile. But I guess he kinda can play a 2-drop here. I guess he can. That's tasty. It's unironically the best draw. I get to kill something if he flashes it in. I get to... it's probably going to be gaining some life here. Do I want to kill that? I'm guessing I do. It's not that big of a threat, but I do win if I draw a bolt, and this means he has to have a 2-draw. Well, I guess there's an argument there to not kill this. He can Vile in a 2-drop and pod into a 3-drop. A zombie, I'm assuming. Or he just concedes. So that's a lot of artifacts. I think it's reasonable to pick this. It also implies ETBs. This is never wrong. It is a Vile deck, so I don't want those. Boros Charm can also be awkward and cutting 1 Lava Spike. Could also bring in Vortex, because I have to assume that my opponent's gonna be gaining life. I don't think I want to do that game too, though. Let me actually see what my opponent's playing. This sounds good. A threat into removal. Can't be too mad. I would like a Hushbringer here, but I'm not gonna mull away this. Of course, I'm gonna draw the infamous 4th land. Yeah, I don't think that... I mean, if Vile casts the creature, then Vile is much, much, much worse. The cool thing about Vile is that things are uncounterable from Vile. Oh, I hope this isn't removal. That would suck. Ooh, it's an infinite thing. Oh, it is a push, god damn it. Oh, this doesn't die to bolt, which is annoying. Oh no. Weird keep, opponent. Weird keep. Yeah, Vile does get around a lot of stuff. Which is why the card is good, right? If it's cast, then it's suddenly counterable. It's punished by the aforementioned. Oh, that's cheating. Can I please draw Hushbringer here? That makes me sad. Just have to go for it. If I draw Boros Charm, I might win. Ooh, oh no. Oh no. Jesus. I need Searing Blaze here then. Hushbringer also works. Gets blocked by this, but it also works. Path is kind of poopy. Oh no, opponent, don't do that. Never lucky, I guess. Guess you always kill that because of Moth. Oh. Need 2 draws to win. And for my opponent not to combo. Oh, okay. I thought this lost him life. I can't keep things in hand. He's in black. It's naive to assume he doesn't have a form of... Just gain him life. He goes to 3, right? Okay, chat, this is it. This is it. Give me all your energy to draw Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt it is. This was Pod Zombies. Surprisingly clean. Oh, I guess I should have kept the land in hand. Now my opponent's deck was okay. I think that he just kept a bad hand game 2, sorry. He just kept a 1-lander because of Auriok. That's a big no-no. That's a big no-no. On the draw. Against Lurrus, so this could be Shadow. I'm gonna keep the hand is good enough to beat Shadow. That's surprising. Fuck, another land. It's not what I want to... I always draw lands when I keep like this. Shouldn't happen. Does he have path? Sure do hope not. Oh, he does? No, okay, cool. Now, hopefully he doesn't play a creature here. No creature, that's good. Skewer is okay. This could mean anything. Potentially even push, bounce? No, that's too hateful, right? It's definitely a push though. Or a drowned. Eliminate. That's fine. I think suspending the Riftbolt is fine here. I have to assume he's not on white because of this fast land. So this should be blue-black control. Blue-black control. Oh, it's mill. It's just mill. Mill with no crabs. It's cool. Yes, push. He definitely has push. Yes, surgical. Oh, that's a scary boy. So he has no removal, is what I assume. And this is more than lethal. Guess he can. I guess he does play Drown in the lock, so I can't really test it out. Crab into land. Into land. Does he have a Crypt Incursion here? No. Okay. No Crypt Incursion. Could still have Drown in the lock. But I'm assuming not. Actually, not great. Would have cracked. Oh, actually, I would have played this, cracked it, draw Bolt, which kind of seals the deal. Alright. So what do I want against Mill? Probably they have a lot of those annoying artifacts right now. This is all a no-no. Do I want Vortex? Kind of want Vortex, right? Like Helix and... I guess I don't want Vortex. But Vortex is so good. I guess if I'm going up in Vortex, I can reduce the number of Rift Bolts. No, but it is Mill. Winning game 1. This hand is surprisingly good. It's enabled. It's really enabled. I should have fetched. Fetching before your opponent has time to actually draw into the traps is good practice. Does he have the mill 10? I kind of don't want to do that before I play Vortex. Vortex hitting trap is actually relevant. I actually forgot that. This could be an eliminate, which doesn't matter much. Ah, now you kinda can fetch. It does have push. God. Guess he plays crab here. Which kinda sucks because I wanted to get Vortex down. Didn't he? Fuck, I think I need to do it here. Sure. That seems overly cautious. Ooh, a second memento is actually annoying. If I get to slam Eidolon, I'm happy though. I am attacking for 4. Memento into mill 10. Yeah. It's 4 life, it's not enough. It's literally not enough. Yep, he knows it. Good draw, a good draw too. No. We're zooming through this one. We're already even. So I guess that burn is just good. I was afraid of all the hate, but we've battled through Ponza, pod zombies, which can pack a lot of hate, and mill. They're playing the 4 mementos. Is that card called memento? Profane memento. Yeah, profane memento. Which, you know, is very good against us. So we're facing the hate, we're just going through it. You know what they say, consistency is king. Yep, hard not to keep this. Got to remove something turn 1 into Eidolon. Into another Eidolon if they're being saucy. It's Prowess. Eidolon's actually... Ooh, Eidolon into Helix is actually pretty good here. On Searing Blaze 2 deck, why are you spoiling me so much? And my opponent goes Manamorphose into... No Seaman Visions. Does he not have another 2-drop, 1-drop card to play? That will be muy grande. It does have it. Oh, he has removal. Don't care. I'm gonna play into this removal. No removal? So does he have bird? Does he have bird? Or rather, he obviously has bird. Does he have protection for bird? Not no protection, but risky protection only. It's good to know. I think this is the correct line. Wow. This hand is really good against this matchup. Now I have Helix into Eidolon. They play a threat. Finally killing it. Definitely killing that. Getting up to 20. Lava Dart does do. Oh, I should have played Eidolon first. Well, no, because then. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. He's wasting his removal. If I play Eidolon first, he takes a lot of damage, but. Oh, he tapped that. I could still kill it. I think I prefer playing Eidolon here. I think it's unlikely he has the removal. Even if he does. Come on, opponent. Never blocking that. Yeah. He's taking a lot. Oh, he did find the removal. Base 3 goes to 4. So I literally need one card. One card that deals damage. I have more than one draw to get there. That works. Even finding 6 lands, we get there. Those Eidolons really go the distance. Like seriously, Eidolon in this matchup is such a cool card to play. Yeah. Alright, post board. I want path. Probably want smash. I want to cut charm. The number of lava spikes. Being on the draw. No, I think being on the draw means I dish out damage somewhat faster. Oh yeah, fuck, that's true. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I forgot about that one. And it also punishes Lava Dart and makes longer games harder for them because we are usually ahead on the race until they stick a threat. Yeah, yeah, good call. I forgot about that one. Totally forgot about that one. I have to assume they are. I have to assume they are running mutagenic. Turn the player on the draw. I think play, right? No, I think draw. Okay, Serum Vision 0 is fine. He knows what's coming, so... But like, if he gets behind on curve to save that dude, I'm fine. Means he's not dealing tons of damage here. He's sacrificing that dude. Still have double... Might have mutagenic growth here. No. Can I draw land? Fuck. I needed a land there to deploy double guide and start actually applying pressure. Guess one turn still works. I do need a second land somewhere in time. This might be good for me. Yeah. This land. Okay, do I path that or do I bolt it? I think that at 13 I can't risk it. And being this a post-board game, I also can't risk it doing on their turn. Drawing land here is great though. I think I need to path that, yeah. It's too big of a blowout if they play mutagenic growth there. Okay, I'm in a decent spot now. Starting to flat out. Still have a decent amount of gas. I'm not casting Bolt here. Unless they force me to. Yep. This is good. Them drawing Lava Dart there. It's pretty nice for me. Yeah, it's removal, but it's not great removal. Actually comfortable. Not doing anything. It is lethal, but I think I don't need to risk it here. That makes sense. They have 5 cards in hand. They could have well, guess they would have played it by now. I don't know, it just feels loose to play into that much open mana when I know they run counter spells. They are pretty dead here. Unless they play a big assortment of spells. It's not enough. It is not enough. can even play around Spell Pierce. Alright. That's a nice 4-1. Alright, so we did end up playing against a lot of hate. So League 1 was a weird combo with Keenan, the dude from Ikoria that doubles mana, which absolutely destroyed us. It had Keenan, Leyline of mana, Leyline of Abundance, I think, and then a bunch of slivers that comboed with each other to make infinite mana. It was cute, probably too janky for my taste, but kind of cool. Then Jund Shadow was pretty straightforward. The Mirror, where we lost game 1, and I got to show you why I don't like Core Firewalker. The card just doesn't win the game. Yes, it kinda helps, but it's not enough for me to sacrifice those sideboard slots. And then Green Tron, where they kinda conceded the game to not having lands. Then we actually lost the Storm. Probably a bit on my part. Maybe I mulled away a hand that was actually good, but also game 3 was just sad to watch. Okay. Wait, that was the game where I mulled away, right? I know that there was one game that I kind of tried it, but the other one I kind of punted it. Then against Enduring Ideal, obviously we lost. This is League 2. We won against Ponza off of being more consistent. Game 1 they kept a really bad hand. Then Pod Zombies, which we 2-0'd, surprisingly, since they played Auriok and other zombies that drain. But I guess consistency is key, and they did keep a bad hand game 2. Then we beat Mill, and now we beat Izzet Prowess. So overall a pretty good day. I would have liked to have gone 4-1 into 4-1. The true score, which I keep making. I'm quite happy with my sideboard. I'm quite happy with my main board. I'm quite happy with this art of Boros Charm. Might mean I need to get them in paper. I'm not sure yet. And I don't think I would swap anything right now. I really like these cards. What I do need to make is a proper sideboard guide that I'm probably gonna make it. As I said, I want to make it, and this is why I haven't done it yet, because I want to make it not just for my list, but like a general burn sideboard guide that has like priority ins and priority outs, so that you can adapt it to your own burn version. Because I'm not gonna be naive and say that this version is the best one. It's the one, obviously it's the one that I think it's the better one, but don't really have the authority to say that, if that makes sense. So I want to make my sideboard guide a bit broader, because if you like playing the core firewalkers, then you can play them and still use my guide. If you like the rest in peace, you can still play them here. If you like doing the, I'm gonna call it the sensible thing again. I don't have the authority to do this and say if you want to play it like this or, oh fuck, it's got a lot of cards, or like this, or like this. Seem to be very stuck with core. I guess that, yeah, I'd say that it's because pretty much everyone is running core firewalker. Pretty much everyone, and notably there's a bunch of good players that picked up burn, and obviously they go to a stock list which includes core, and they play it and they 5-0 with it because burn is good. And then I'm kidding, it's because the player is good, and then that's the list that gets posted, so it adds to the narrative that core is a good card to be playing. But like, there was one matchup, maybe two, that I would be playing core, which is against Burn and maybe against Prowess. Prowess should have some bounce effects. They have their own things to hate. Well, I guess that's not a real argument. I think that they play bounce effects so that it screws up my math. Again, I do wanna focus this point. Getting the core Firewalker down isn't free. Getting 2 white mana on turn 2 usually involves shocking at least once. It's common to involve fetching into shocking. Tapping this 3 times is also pretty hard on the life total, so it's not free. The first couple of, and it's also like, unlike Eidolon, it doesn't help us win. It helps us not lose as fast. So I don't know. I personally don't think the card does enough. I think Path. How can I order this? I think that these 3 slots are uncuttable. Path, Surgical, and Smash are just too important, or rather, Pro Red and Big Creature Hate, Graveyard Hate, and Artifact Hate are too important. Because, and why are these important? You lose to Core and to Orzhov, in theory. You lose to Creeping Chills. You lose to Chalice. So these cards cover those holes. Same with Hushbringer. You lose to Orzhov and to other relevant ETBs, so Hushbringer is here to cover that hole. Vortex is here for some added life gain hate, which covers Skullcrack's weakness, which is incremental life gain hate. Is really tough on Skullcrack to handle. Like, if your opponent jams a Clothes and you play Vortex, you're fine. If your opponent plays Clothes and you have a Skullcrack, I mean, you can still get there. Like, your opponent's gaining 4 off of a Clothes, you can still win. But it's a bit rougher than if they're gaining 0, basically. So those are my thoughts on this current sideboard configuration. Personally, now going to my own view of things, I'd honestly say that the only flex slot in my mind right now is actually Vortex. Yeah, Collective Brutality is definitely hard to deal with, but you can actually somewhat play around it. Like, it doesn't discard creatures, so I have held Eidolon in hand to beat the suspected Collective Brutality before. It's not easy. Like, Vortex also helps with that, because they can't discard the Vortex. As I was saying, this is the only card that I would consider cutting for something else. But I'm only cutting this for some very specific hate that I need. Deflecting Palm if Shadow and Hammer and Belcher are too good and too present. Searing Blood if creature decks are just running too rampant and they don't play Orzhov Champion. That's relevant. What else? What else could make me want to drop? Like, what else could make me want to drop that? Because it's very good against a lot of these. I guess if like current off meta aggro gets big, like burn, 8 whack, some zoo that's not 8 whack, I don't know. I'm really not sure. Or just faster decks like Hammer Time. Like if Hammer Time and Shadow are too popular, then I'm probably playing Palm instead of Vortex. Or maybe instead of Hushbringer. Like I think that these last 6 slots are what I would consider the flex slots. So I'd be down to changing these, like if the meta asks for it. Currently, I really like them. Well, anyways, that is all for today. Those 2 leagues went in a blaze. Get it? But that's all for today. I need to get up tomorrow early, so I'm kind of screwed already. Either way, don't forget you can subscribe to my YouTube channel to catch my VODs, which I upload there usually one day after streaming. You can also follow me on Twitch if you want to catch me live, which you should. And you can follow me on Twitter, which is where I usually post when I'm going live. Anyways, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.